Hey everyone, Daniel here with Slow Haste. Today I wanted to make a simple Digitakt video about utilizing samples or loops that are in different meters and basically creating polyrhythms on the Digitakt and how to do that effectively. So luckily a lot of sample packs are designed to kind of work well within themselves. So a lot of the samples, if they are loops, will have the same BPM. So most of the loops that I'm using are based in like 120 BPM today. So I've decreased the tempo to 60 on the Digitakt just to kind of decrease my resolution and give myself some more space because we're working in 3/4 today. So first what I'm going to do is play you the drum loop that we're starting with. And as you can see, we're only using 3 pages, which is a 48-step pattern because we are working within the confines of the melody of this, which is in 3, and you'll hear that later. So this is the 3rd page, and we just have a little turnaround there to end the loop. So this might make more sense in the context of the melody. So what we get here is interesting because it's not quite a polyrhythm, right? Like the melody isn't in triplets, it's just in a different meter. So this can be super fun to play around with, right? Because it opens up a lot of possibilities in terms of the phrasing and like where the beats line up, which can just make things pretty interesting, especially when you're messing around with loops, where things can get kind of stagnant and boring if you're just putting loops in on the downbeat of a pattern and kind of letting it go. That can be kind of a creativity suck and feel like you're just kind of copying loops down, which isn't always fun. So where I like to take things from here is to add additional textures. So I have a piano loop, again, from the same sample pack that is in a totally different meter. It's in a different time signature, but it was a very sort of floaty piano sound, and I thought that I could add some filtering to it, as you can see. So I put a high pass, but I cut off some of the highs, so it kind of sits in this very reverbed out, ethereal part of the frequency spectrum, which you'll be able to hear. So as you can hear and see, there's a ton of reverb and delay here. I have the ping pong on with just 1 repeat, no feedback, and the time is set to a half note. So you get it bouncing across the stereo field. And when you play it in conjunction with the main melody, the piano provides, as a percussive instrument, the piano provides notes with transients that you can hear. But the way that it's mixed is very floaty, so the rhythm doesn't contrast. It kind of adds this nice texture. And I just love how this kind of works together with that melody and with the percussion. So once you get to this point, if you decide you want to kind of mess around with some mixed meter stuff, what you can do is continue to just add in textures. So I found another little synth sound from this sample pack that I liked. And this is the Baths sample pack from Splice, by the way, that these are all from. So I just put some pretty heavy filtering on this, super high pass, and then kind of like band past the high pass. I love this second filter page that they added in the update from last year on the Digitakt. It's fantastic. And you can hear how the sharpness of that sort of, I don't know, it's almost like an FM kind of like clav sound. But mixed with that piano, the piano's nice and soft. Not muddy, but it's the highs are rolled off quite a bit. It's a nice contrast with that sharp synth sound on track 5. And let's just listen to the melodic elements together as this pattern rolls around to the start again. They work so well together, and this is something that I like about using sample packs that are designed really well. The sounds can be super cohesive with a little bit of tweaking the frequencies and panning, of course. We've got some pretty nice pannage going on. And together, sounds like this. So yeah, this is just a little 3-bar loop, and it was super quick to come up with. I think it's a lot of fun and kind of a challenge to use things like polymeters, and in this case, ends up working really well together in a sort of unpredictable way. So yeah, this is fun. I like this piece. I might try to come up with a second pattern. And again, it's pretty much just straight up loops from the sample pack, so I don't think I'll turn it into anything that I would put out. But it's just a fun exercise to kind of get that creative brain working and to challenge yourself in different ways. And then take those applications and you can use it for beats that you've made. If you want to resample a beat and you have another beat that's in like a different time signature in the same BPM or something like that, you can always try to layer those over each other and play around, especially if you like to work in the same key a lot of the time, which I know as a non-keyboardist that ends up happening a lot of the times when I'm playing these instruments. If you want some more Digitakt tips, I would recommend checking out my video on how I like to chop samples. I also use more samples from this pack and will show you tricks on how to find cool turnarounds within a beat and within melodic samples as well. So that can be a lot of fun. Definitely go check that one out. But yeah, just a quick video this week. To be honest, I've been super busy and haven't had a ton of time for music, but wanted to connect with y'all as always. So I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you have a great day. Peace.